The U.S. government secret police, aka the FBI, continues to get at it. For those of you too young to remember, the Cold War organization called the Ministerium für Staatssicherheit, or Stasi, was the East German secret police. The FBI is now interested in prosecuting people with what they consider to be unpalatable political views. In other words, questioning the party, the Democrats, is now a crime in the eyes of the FBI. In the meantime, of course, they can't be bothered to do much about jihadists, BLM, Antifa, and Boogaloo boys terrorists running around unless they can be deemed, quote, white supremacists, unquote. The FBI is using its police power to prosecute people in connection with the Capitol riot who participated in no violence, including one who never even went inside the Capitol nor harmed any person or public property, according to American Greatness author Julie Kelly's reporting of court documents. This guy's true crime appears to be belonging to a group in which some members believe, according to the federal indictment, that, quote, the federal government has been co-opted by a cabal of elites actively trying to strip American citizens of their rights, unquote. This is real, folks, not some conspiracy theory. Just this week, the news broke that the FBI, without any court order, sifted through the National Security Agency's massive stores of foreign communications for information on American, quote, racially motivated, violent extremists, unquote. A newly declassified order from the Secret Surveillance Court, even though the FISA court, that's Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, warned the FBI in 2018 that its warrant-free queries, known as backdoor searches, were constitutionally alarming, the Bureau still conducted queries relevant to criminal investigations about, among other things, again, quote, domestic terrorism involving racially motivated violent extremists, unquote. That's the term the Bureau tends to use to denote white supremacist violence. On one occasion, FBI analysts ran a multi-search term batch query, is what it's called, on Americans, quote, in connection with predicated criminal investigations relating to domestic terrorism, unquote, that returned 33 foreign surveillance results. And not only domestic terror, the FISA court recounts government acknowledgement that at least 40 FBI searches through the NSA's warrantlessly collected data involved, quote, healthcare fraud, transnational organized crime, violent gangs, and public corruption and bribery, unquote. On at least one incident, around May of 2020, an FBI analyst looked through the foreign NSA troves, quote, to vet a potential source in a predicated criminal investigation relating to public corruption, unquote. 7 FBI field offices were implicated in these and a number of similar violations, according to the November 18, 2020 FISA court opinion that was declassified this week. In other words, the FBI continues to perform warrantless searches through the NSA's most sensitive databases, the ones the NSA is not required to get warrants before filling with communications information, for routine criminal investigations that are supposed to require warrants. So there we have it, folks. The FBI is now the exact same thing as the East German Stasi that all of us from the Cold War fought to eliminate and did. It is time. It is time to eliminate the FBI and unwarranted surveillance of Americans completely and 100%.